Hey guys, Brennan here. Today I am really excited because Canon officially announced their professional full-frame mirrorless cameras, and they are absolutely amazing. In this video I will be discussing just one of them, the EOS R5, which is the more advanced one. Instead of going through a laundry list of all of the specifications, I want to share with you some of the features that makes this a really good camera for photographers and videographers. I'm a portrait, wedding, event, and concert photographer and videographer, and this new camera checks all of my boxes. I was so excited I already pre-ordered one this morning at 5 a.m. If you do want to know all of the specifications, I'll leave a link down below. I will also flash some on the screen right about now, and you can pause this video and read some of the highlight specifications if you would like to. Okay, so first of all, thank you Canon. You have finally listened to the requests of your users from over the last few years, and you put all of our requests into this EOS R5 camera. So thank you very much, and thank you for not doing incremental upgrades over a period of multiple years. Thanks for just putting everything we wanted into one camera. Alright, so let's talk about some of the top features that will be beneficial for both photographers and videographers. The first feature is in-body image stabilization, 5 axes to be specific. This is huge for Canon videographers because now we can do more run and gun and handheld filmmaking. We don't need to rely on our gimbals and tripods as much. In addition, this is going to save us a lot more time when we edit our videos in post, because we won't need to apply as much stabilization. On the photo side, Canon says when you combine the in-body image stabilization with the optical image stabilization of their lenses, you'll get 8 stops of stabilization. And this will allow us to shoot at slower shutter speeds. And with shooting at slower shutter speeds in manual, we can then drop our ISOs and get better quality images. In addition, I also want to try out short, long exposure photography with this improved stabilization. So maybe this will allow me to shoot a waterfall or a night scene without a tripod. We'll have to see. A second killer new feature of this camera is 8K and 4K video recording at various frame rates. Let's start with 8K. The EOS R5 has a 45 megapixel CMOS sensor with a Digit X processor, and this will allow the camera to shoot full frame raw 8K video. Wow, that is absolutely incredible. Most consumer cameras don't even do that today. Now there's one catch that Canon didn't really talk about. When you shoot 8K video, that is a really intensive process, and that's going to heat up your camera. So in the notes, after I did a little research, Canon says that at room temperature, you can shoot 8K video for about 20 minutes before your camera needs to stop and cool down. So we'll have to test this out and see if it's going to be an issue when recording 8K video in the future. However, honestly, I'm more interested in this camera's 4K capabilities. This camera can shoot 4K video at 120 and 60 frames per second. 4K can be shot in Canon log using 10-bit or their HDR gamma profiles. I'm more interested in 4K than 8K at the moment because with 4K you get smaller file sizes. Thus, with smaller file sizes, it takes up less storage and it takes less processing time when editing videos. Also, most people don't even have 8K monitors or 8K televisions, so we really can't take advantage of this 8K resolution. You would use 8K if you want to future-proof your footage or if you want to crop into your footage later on. But right now, 4K I think is good enough, and it's nice to have 8K on this camera if I want to use it at a later time point. The third feature I want to talk about is dual pixel autofocus, which works in both 8K and 4K video modes as well as with still photography. In addition, this camera has focus tracking, so it will focus on human heads, eyes, etc. It will also focus on our furry friends like our dogs, our cats, and birds. So this is really nice because now we don't need to manually select our focus points and move them around. We can now just have the camera automatically do that and focus on getting the shot and the composition right. The next feature I want to talk about is shutter speed. With the mechanical shutter, you can shoot 12 frames per second, and with the electronic shutter, which is silent, you can shoot up to 20 frames per second, which is absolutely incredible. Most of us don't even need all of these frames, but they will come in handy. Now, I'm really excited about this silent shutter because I shoot and photograph weddings as well as concert recitals. And for those events, you want to be as quiet and discreet as possible. So I'm really excited to have a silent shutter for these events. This new camera, the EOS R5, has some major physical improvements compared to Canon's first full-frame mirrorless camera, the EOS R. When we look at them, they removed the touch bar and added a joystick. That was a highly requested feature. They added an extra control ring that will allow us to control aperture, shutter speed, or ISO when shooting. And this EOS R5 has dual card slots, which is what professionals need. So those were some of the main features I wanted to highlight about the EOS R5 camera. It's an amazing camera for photography and videography. Now, if you have a DSLR camera, like a 5D or 6D, and you want to upgrade to this mirrorless format, upgrading won't be as painful as you might think. Because with the new EOS R5, or even if you get the EOS R6, there's an adapter that you can attach to it. And that will allow you to attach all of your old, I guess we can call them old now, you can attach your old EF lenses. And in addition, with the EOS R5, you can use your old Canon 5D and 6D batteries. So the transition shouldn't be too bad, you just need to buy the mirrorless body first. Now, how much is the mirrorless body? It's a pretty penny. It's $3,899, and it's available for pre-order now. I'll leave a link in the description below if you would like to pre-order yours. There's going to be a huge demand for this camera, so if you want it right when it comes out, I would suggest you pre-order it as soon as possible. When I get mine, I'm going to be making a lot of videos on the photo and video capabilities of this EOS R5. So make sure you subscribe to this channel to be notified when those videos are posted. Thank you guys for watching. I think that's all I have to say. Oh yeah, let me know what you think about this camera in the comments below. Tell me what you like about it, what you hate about it, if there's anything, and tell me if you're going to get it. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Go Canon.